Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where we play games, talk game design. We are here for our Multiplayer Monday, playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Multiplayer Monday.
We haven't played Mario Kart in quite some time. In fact, the last time we played Mario Kart 8 was the Ghost Pepper
the Ghost Pepper Challenge. Ooh.
There are no Ghost Peppers this time.
Maybe it's time to rethink that one for a future episode. Bring back the Ghost Pepper with Deluxe.
We could do little challenges like that again.
Yeah, dude. Okay, let's just do the Grand Prix.
So this is the Switch one. So there's new stuff. So I'm excited to see what this is like. Grand Prix. You want to do Grand Prix?
Let's Grand Prix it.
I'd say 100 cc.
Let's do 100. Let's
like
play
kind
it
of
safe.
start off on medium. level.
Yeah. We'll play medium.
Oh wow. Did you have to unlock characters in the other one?
I feel like you had to. And I think it's an important thing to talk about. Look, while we're waiting here, do you think it's good that they just gave you all the characters, or would you like unlockables? Would you like to know that your progress meant something?
I am a fan of unlockables, personally. Though at the other side of the coin, when we played Fast RMX, I was criticizing that you had to unlock new characters and tracks by playing the single-player mode. And so the fact that they just give them all here, I'd rather have this than have to play through single-player and unlock them. If we can unlock things through multiplayer mode and single-player, then it's not really an issue.
I'll take Inkling Boy. Why not? Let's try one of the new characters out.
Oh, man. I'm gonna play Boo.
So let's talk about a couple of things. I think there's a lot of things we can talk about today, not just about, you can change the color of Inkling.
I can't change my color because I'm just King Boo.
So,
whoa, there are some crazy new vehicles.
How do you look at these again?
Hit start.
Start.
I guess I should do that with my guy
that was
too.
the wrong button. I hit the wrong button.
No, that was me.
Oh.
Here, let me see something.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's just changing controllers. Never mind.
Here we go.
Well, because different characters have different weight classes, don't they?
I think it's based off of, like...
The vehicle?
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm not... Oh,
I remember I was always a fan of the bikes.
dude, the bikes are... For me, I am not good on the bikes.
Really?
It was always the balance wasn't good for me.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm just gonna stick with his original Splatoon car. I also like the fact that
Oh, it looks like there are still some unlockables though, because we don't have all of the vehicle stuff.
Good.
I think.
I'm glad there's something. Let's see. Handling for me is a must whenever I do my driving. Because I'm a little bit of a sporadic driver, so...
Yeah, I usually focus on acceleration and handling. I've often found that weight doesn't make a huge difference in most games. Mario Kart 8, it might make a pretty significant difference, because it's usually like how much force you bump into someone.
And should we just start with the simple one, or do you want to just...
Do they have new courses? Because I would say we should do a new course if...
So go down. Then go to the very last one, the bell.
This one I think is
That's
in...
3DS, yeah, Big Blue, no. I think the Hyrule stuff is in there too.
Well, Hyrule Circle... so this was in a DLC on...
So we can try this one, but I'm not sure how much of a pain in the butt it's gonna be. We could be terrible at it. That's alright.
Moo Moo Meadows.
Oh, Toad's Turnpike is one of my favorite Mario Kart tracks. Actually, how about that one? How about that Wild Woods, Animal Crossing?
This one is interesting. I like the Baby Park one. It's
Baby Park is a fun one. I do remember that one from Double Dash.
Yeah,
that's a question about Double Dash. Do you think they stopped making them because it wasn't as fun to do like the two racers? Because I like Double Dash a lot.
I never played Double Dash.
Oh, dude, Double Dash! I think that's a blast.
Was
Mario
it where
Kart game.
one person's driving, one person like handles shooting and throwing things?
I mean, you could still play it though, where you just controlled one car. And I mean, because this is probably one of the best ones from the Double Dash game was this race, in my opinion. Which is probably why they brought it back for 8. I shouldn't know how to drive on this one. All right,
I have no idea.
We're gonna figure this all out the hard way. But yeah, no, I love Double Dash.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
okay.
Is it?
Yeah, I blew out my car, but yeah, I hit the.
So it's. I think when you hit it on the second one.
That's what it usually is.
Okay, and I remember jumping was a big thing in this.
Yep.
Like you jump.
Okay. It looks like the left.
Yeah, that's how you
left bumper seems to be how you get, or not left bumper, left trigger seems to be how you use your weapons of mass destruction.
Yes.
So anyway, what I was talking about here, oh yeah, this one I should say, oh well, never mind on that.
So the double dash mechanics was having that rotating.
Yeah, you had the rotating players, yep. And I was always a fan of that one.
Yeah, I guess what was the benefit of having the rotating players?
To be honest, like at this point, I played when I was so young, I don't know if I really knew what the benefit was. I just thought it was super cool to have two racers.
That way you get to have, like, your two favorite characters.
Yeah, really, it was just all selfish reasons. Now, I'm sure... See, the ink was such a pointless one on the DS version of Mario Kart, because you get so good at using your other map that it didn't matter.
That's fair.
And I feel like I'm just like in between like 6 conversations here that we keep starting.
Man, yeah, I remember this was one of the issues I had with Mario Kart 8 was that, like, no matter what you do, even if you're in first, you get down to the point where you're in that, like, assembly line of just people screwing you over and over and over.
Because that's when you hit the That's when you hit someone getting the blue shell, and the blue shell. Oh, someone has the bullet. Seriously, if I lose first place because of that,
I was in first place for the entire match.
I thought I was about to lose first because I must have got way ahead of everybody.
I was way ahead of everyone. I literally got hit 3 times in a row, and then
and that's always been the struggles of Mario Kart.
Well, I think it's a more prevalent issue in 8 than at least 64 and Super Nintendo.
That's fair, and I even say Double Dash, I guess. But I feel like the blue shell was awarded even in like some of the other ones. I feel like in what was it? Was there a 7? I guess in 7, yeah.
Mario Kart 7?
Was there a 7, or was it just did they just go with 8 next? Because like the next like.
I actually don't know.
I'm just like, look how bad of a video game person I'm being right now. It's like, so for you guys out there, a little mini question of the day. How did the numbering for the Mario Kart games work?
Yeah, it gets a little confusing when you start getting to the world of like the mobile games and how they technically fall into certain numbers. And
by the way, one of my favorite Mario Karts was the one for the DS.
Oh yeah,
the DS made it because that was more for like nostalgia. It's more for nostalgic reasons at this point, because we used to have rehearsals in high school, and we'd all be playing Mario Kart on our downtime.
That's fun.
Like, everyone had a DS, so we were all, oh my gosh, I am getting whomped.
That's what Halo was for me.
And Halo was another one. Halo was another big one where we all just kind of. I mean, although we didn't play that one on break and rehearsals because obviously no one had like a TV, but
no blue shell. Oh man. Hey, but I'm not actually suffering big time from that.
No, you're pretty far ahead because I just laughed someone. I thought that was you, and I was like, nope, that was way too easy to get past you.
Yeah, I always forget that a big mechanic in Mario Kart 8, and it might have been in some of the earlier Mario Karts too, but if you jump right as you hit a bump, you get a boost.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with drifting in this. If you drift, as you release, you get that charge, which I actually... Oh, thank goodness. I didn't lose all that progress from the ramp.
That would have sucked, because that happens. It used to happen in the old games.
Oh, yeah.
You lose all your progress.
It was a big thing in those games, which in those games, I feel like it wasn't as dramatic because the stages generally were longer.
Yes.
And I think as time went on, the Mario Kart games, along with a lot of other Nintendo games, they kind of just like got shorter and shorter game cycles, which has its perks, right? Like if you want to pick up the game and play it for 10 minutes or less, the game suddenly facilitated that. But the downside being like you don't get as like deep and long of a gameplay session as you might have
might have used to. Exactly. Now what I'll say is I do have some complaints about just the overall idea of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
And that's why I was conflicted about buying it for a while.
And it's one of the problems that I don't think a lot of Nintendo fans were willing to admit, that like they're just doing this because no one really played the Wii U, right? Their big reasoning behind this is that no one played the Wii U,
and that this was a game that should have made a lot of money, which maybe it did. But I think it's pretty safe for them to say, like, well, they're still going to sell a lot of this because, you know, people still want to play Mario Kart.
Yeah, I'm like right on your tail.
Not for long. Cool. Oh, did you take my thing? Whatever, I won.
Dude, I was... Well, because somehow you avoided my second shell. I think you had something.
Yeah, I usually keep something tailed behind me.
Yeah, which is a good idea.
Hey, but you're still in first.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So I don't think it's so bad to re-release the game on the Switch.
No, that's not my problem. My problem is how they presented it.
They're presenting it like it's a new game.
It's a new game because of the fact that not as many people had a Wii U as they did, like, you know, as they do this, obviously.
And I think they're doing it mostly in an effort to be like, hey, you're not wasting your money if you buy this because you're getting new content, which is true.
Now, is Inkboy, was he a DLC character for 8 on the Wii, or is this...
I don't think so.
On the Wii U? Okay.
I think it was the Animal Crossing guy.
And Link. I know Link was.
Yes.
So at least they're giving me a couple of new characters. And I also like the fact that they're really starting to push the Splatoon IP. That's where I'm at today. Well, no, it wouldn't have hit you. I was the person right in front of that guy.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see that Nintendo has actually found a lot of success with the new IP, which Nintendo is very prone to sticking only to the IPs that they know are going to make money.
And and Splatoon proved itself.
Yeah.
Splatoon really very much so proved itself as the IP that would mean something. Now, they did kind of use an old character in a sense. I'm not saying totally, because obviously the octopus is a, you know, like they're based off of that octopus. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, it hit me too!
And I just stole first from you.
Not for long, sucker.
No, you're ahead of me, and now I'm going to get hit with the shell. Perfect.
Do better, mo better. Splatoon is a game that we should play on the show too.
Dude, oh my god, I love Splatoon.
Yeah, I've actually never played it.
So I didn't play the first one because I didn't have a Wii U. Yeah, I know, shame on me for anyone that's like watching this being like,
it is what it is, man.
I just, there was so many games I was just like, wow, I'm doing terrible. There were just so many games that didn't feel as necessary to get. Because of it. Like, the game that almost dragged me in was the remaster of Wind Waker. Ooh. That was the one that almost did me.
That's one of the ones that got me, man.
But by the time I was ready to bank on it, it was almost too late, you know? But then it was like, well, I could, but what? Gosh.
You got this, man. You got this. Don't give up hope. I mean, you know, you're not going to get first place, but...
Oh.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking red shells.
Yeah, you know who had that red shell?
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Shit.
So, what do you think about... This is sort of a change of topic, but what do you think of the coin mechanic in Mario Kart? Because this has been a thing since, I think, the very first one.
You know, I don't know if it's been a thing since the very first one.
At least since 64.
It's... I like it, you know, because if you get more coins, you get more speed.
Yeah, the idea is that you increase your total potential speed.
Yes.
Only by a small margin, but it adds up.
Yes. I need to take first in this next one, or I have no chance of getting ahead of you. Oh, I got screwed that last one. I got hit with the homing shell, and then I got hit with the blue shell, then I got hit with the red shell, and then I got hit by a banana. I've never done Animal Crossing, so this one's kind of new for me.
I don't remember this one. I think I only did this circuit once before.
Yeah.
Bang.
I didn't put enough into my mojo juice.
So I like the coin mechanic a lot, especially understanding the IP that the game is associated with, because it uses something familiar, but gives it a tangible mechanic that rewards the player gameplay-wise for collecting it, which I think is really good. I think that's a very smart and smooth way of integrating the two things.
Yes.
And it keeps the gameplay interesting, right? Like, you and I just played Fast RMX, and they kind of utilized the F-Zero mechanics but switched it up so that...
Well, that color mechanic was so cool. I like how they play with color.
Exactly.
I think Fast RMX is just a great way to introduce racing back into the Switch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. Son of a bitch. I was a huge fan of that, too. Oh,
fuck.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's what you get. Oh my god, that was... Damn it. I have to at least place better than you, and I don't think I'm going to.
So, a lot of... And I could be wrong because it's been quite a while, but a lot of the Mario Kart 8 tracks were either replications of existing Mario Kart tracks or at least inspired by a lot of...
That's what it feels like, right? I didn't play a whole lot of the original 8 because, like I said, again, I didn't have a Wii U, so I only played it when I was over at Nathan's place, since they were big into it, I mean.
So how do you feel about them kind of reusing existing level designs, though? Do you think that it's kind of... It cheapens the value of the
it's kind of funny, I mean, when you look at this game as a whole, isn't it kind of funny that we're getting a re-release
for a game
that used re-release tracks?
I guess it's kind of appropriate.
It's like at this point, it's like, you know.
I mean, a lot of the mechanics in the game, I think, are relatively new. I don't know if, like, the ink splatter thing is new or not.
Oh, no. Oh, the ink splatter has been at least in since the DS version.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, That's how far behind I am. So I guess maybe then the question is, do you think that the game should have offered more new things to experience rather than just
I think in general they should have just instead of making a deluxe edition, I would have just taken a little more time and made a Mario Kart 9 or make a Mario Kart Switch, whatever you want to talk about. Actually, this may have been the time to have made a new Double Dash game because, oh man, I just did terrible here at the end. I might end up getting like 4th altogether now, like in the whole scheme of things.
Nah, man, you got this.
I'm in 7th. I don't got this. This was not a good last round for me. But in the scheme of things, I was really among the opinion. Oh, I saw that second.
Hey, look at that. By 1 point.
Eked out second by 1 point. That's good, though. I'm just under the belief that, like, the price point's a little high. I think $60 for this game is a little expensive because in theory it's almost like a remastered game, and what Nintendo and Xbox have been what PlayStation and Xbox have been doing with their remaster for the most part is they sell any of their remastered games at $50, which is still not a huge difference, don't get me wrong.
I mean, I'd say Nintendo has consistently been releasing their games at re-releasing games, like remastered games at 60.
And that's fair, but again, now we're coming again to a point where they're in the race with everybody else, right? Oh, new vehicle customization. They're in the race with everybody else now. You know, now they're at a point where Nintendo can't just do their own thing like that when it comes to the price of games. I get, you know, I've had plenty of arguments with Nathan and with you about the cost of the controller. And I understand where you guys are coming from on the cost of the controller being what it is. But when it comes to the game itself, I don't think that can be as easily dropped. If that makes sense. I just feel like I would have done it at $50, you know, because it's not like you're creating a brand new game. Ooh.
And that's where I'll at least agree with you that much, in that I do think it's kind of lame to re-release a game at full price. I think Nintendo ultimately does it because they know people are going to buy it anyway.
I know, but isn't that kind of shitty? That's my problem. It's like, that's like saying we know you're gonna eat it up anyway, so what? It doesn't matter what price I put it at. And I feel like at some point you gotta be like, as the consumer, no. You know, you gotta be like, make it affordable in a better sense, you know? Unless they had totally overhauled this game. If they had done a full overhaul of this game and made it something brand spanking new, what in the world? Well, they've had some new battles, I think. Yeah.
Should we do Shine Thief? Is that new?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Maybe.
So here's where I'll counter you this far, at least, is at least they're not asking for more than what their new releases are.
No, and I don't mean that either. But that'd be ridiculous. No one's done that.
And that, I think, would be the point in which the consumer would be like, "This is stupid. I'm not going to pay for this."
Here's where Nintendo's being a little slimy about it, right? they're not calling it a remaster, right? They're calling it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
I mean, it basically says the same thing, though.
Right.
It's Mario Kart 8 with some extra stuff.
Right. Well, exactly. Again, I'm not disagreeing. Ooh, this is a Splatoon level. Awesome.
Oh. So is it that I just have to hold on to this for X amount of time?
Whoever has the shine, yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what it is. But I just to me, it's annoying, right? Because like, what was really annoying for me with like PlayStation was they have re-released the Kingdom Hearts games a few times now, and PS4 just did that. But they literally re-released 1 and 2, and all the the handheld games in between them for the PS4 at $50. We're talking about probably over 200 hours of gameplay for $50.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like,
I guess it's not a dissuasion for me. I
bought the game because I didn't have a Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a Wii U, so like for me, it makes sense. I'm talking about for the people who are huge Nintendo supporters who've been buying every system, you know, since they could afford them or whatever, you know. It's like for me, I just feel bad for them because it's like they were, you know.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm from the perspective of Nintendo's a business. I don't think that they're being unfair about it. I think they could be nicer about it.
Well, again, I never said they're being unfair. I said they're being kind of shitty about it.
I mean, that's sort of the same thing.
Well, no, because I understand from a business perspective, right? But when other competitors in your business don't have to resort to that, that's when there's the problem, you know? If everyone else is doing it, then fine. Why should I care? Everyone else is doing it. You know, it's kind of that same argument where Marvel is getting itself in some trouble by having expensive comics, and DC has their whole, we draw the line at $2.99, which is them saying we're not going to release comics, you know, for more than $2.99. And Marvel's sitting here like, hey, you want to get a first issue? It's going to be $7 for this one because it's a special issue or whatever. And you're like, well, DC's not doing this. It's kind of crappy for you to be doing that, Marvel. And I love Marvel to death, but I agree. I'm like, it shouldn't be like that. Yes. Did you win? Did you end up winning the whole thing? Or is it about time?
Yeah, so it keeps your time of, so if I hold it for 11 seconds and someone steals it for me,
you get 11 points.
They start at 20 seconds still, but if I get it back, I still only have 9 seconds left on the clock. So it's I actually really like this game.
I had it for 3 seconds. I'm guessing, right? By the
You're
term
Tanuki
of points,
Mario?
Yeah, I'm Tanuki Mario.
That was kind of a cool game mode.
I like that game a lot. This might have been in the Wii U one. I don't remember because I didn't have. Again, this is hard for me to talk too much about because I didn't have. Yeah, let's show one of the other battle modes. Let's make sure we don't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mean to hop on a soapbox. I know people are going to disagree with me, but I think it's worth noting that. I
mean, I think a lot of Super Nintendo fans are at least going to moderately agree with you and say, like, yeah, I kind of wish it was cheaper, but it's not ever really going to stop me from getting it.
Well, no, it doesn't stop me either. I'm just saying, but therein lies our problem, right? Until we decide to hold Nintendo to that, why would they change? Why would they want to change?
All right. That's why I don't really look at them as a bad guy for those.
Well,
choices.
I mean, I guess. I mean, but it doesn't exactly make you a good guy either.
Well, you're a business. You're not in it to be a good guy or a bad guy.
I know, and I'm saying how big of a difference would the $10 price point have made for them, you know?
I mean, I guess you have to consider of what the standard is that sets, right? Because if suddenly consumers start expecting that all games that they release are going to be at the $50 mark, then that creates a problem.
Well, yeah, but that's also not what I'm saying either. I'm talking about specifically for games that are being re-released.
But you have to think about what the average consumer is going to think about that. They may not even really think of it in terms of a remaster. You specifically may, but the majority may not, and that creates a huge divide.
That may create a divide, but Xbox and PlayStation are already doing it. That's the thing. So I think that divide isn't nearly as as inconsistent. You know, I think that most people who are buying the games understand what that means. How did I have a... Which one are we doing now?
To be fair, though, I think that Xbox and PlayStation do that more out of necessity than Nintendo does. Because not only do they generally have larger user bases, they compete over each other's games. And like a lot of your references have been in regards to re-releases of their own IPs, but they might need to do that in order to sell more copies and make up some of the divides of losing sales in terms of like the games that they do share.
true, but I mean, none of those are games that I don't think Kingdom Hearts has an Xbox
No, I don't think it does
remaster. Most of their remasters are generally their own IPs. Although I think the newest Kingdom Hearts is going to be both Xbox One and PS4.
Really?
I think, or maybe that's just Final Fantasy that they're doing with. I don't remember. I have 2 coins. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm talking about like.
I think we just have to collect as many coins as possible.
I'm talking about like economics here. It's like, what am I doing? Not even economics, really. Yeah, I think that should be one of the points we disagree on, just because. I just come. I feel like a standard's already been set, and that's the only reason I said it. If a standard hadn't been set, I don't think I'd have that same argument. You know?
That's fair. Oh, the boomerang! I always forget about the boomerang. I lost so many coins. Oh.
I have no coins. I have 2 coins.
Yeah. Screw you. No, my coins.
Damn, my coins. I have no coins. Where did all my coins go?
Oh god, we have one.
I have. Is this just all for? Is this just a free for all, right?
Yeah, this is free for all.
Oh, I'm doing terrible.
This game mode's interesting though, because it's like it's total chaos. I don't know what to say about it other than like I think it works really well in the setting, right? Because like we're just fighting each other for coins. We have this time limit. I don't know. I almost feel like it's hard to know who's winning though.
I'll tell you what, I'm not winning.
So if you're good at being discreet, then you just kind of can sit in your corner with your 12 coins and just kind of win while everyone else dukes it out. I don't know if they're successful there in making, like, preventing turtling almost.
Well, preventing camping, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh, no, turtling's better because camping means you're, like, waiting for somebody to do something. Mm-hmm. Then you strike. Well, you had to. When you have 12 coins, I have half of your coins.
Hey, yes. I mean, a lot of that comes down to the level design, in which I think this one is mostly successful because it's just kind of an open area.
Yeah,
so
no, I think it works. I think it works.
People.
I just wasn't paying attention, to be totally honest. I was kind of like,
that's fair.
I was like, what am I doing? I was like, video game price points, and like, la la la. And I'm like, right, we're playing a game.
Let's do one more.
Is there another battle version?
One more battle.
Okay.
I'm gonna be Iggy. I like Iggy. Really, I like all of the Koopas. That said, though, I think Mario Kart 8 is generally very well designed.
Oh, I think it's a very well designed game. And here's the thing: I have no problem paying the $60 for it on my first go on this.
Here's actually okay. So, I think here's where I'll offer a concession.
Okay.
So Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 released on the Wii U for $60, and then the DLC was like what, $10, $15?
Sure.
Or maybe 20. So if you buy this for the Switch, you're technically saving those $15, $20.
Yes.
Furthermore, would it help fix the issues if the Wii U version got the extra content as DLC also?
For free?
Either for free or for like $5, $10.
It's hard to say because I feel like they're done making games for it anyway at this point.
I mean, yes, but it's not necessarily difficult for them to patch it.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be more fair. I think it'd be fair if they did that, because that way it gives people a reason who didn't buy a Switch to buy a Switch. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! I hit Tanuki Mario.
Whoa! I almost blew myself up. So I think
can you blow yourself up? Is that a possibility?
Oh yeah. But yeah, so I think if you can get the same extra content that the deluxe version gets on the Wii U, then I would think that it's relatively. Oh, maybe you can't blow yourself up.
I don't think you can because I kind of went into my own bomb there.
But I think if that's the case, I think it's a little bit more balanced, right?
Yes, I agree. I agree with you. Like I said, I'm just more playing because I know a lot of people who had the Wii U were not happy when they heard.
Well, yeah, because even I was like, I really want to enjoy the new Mario Kart, but I already bought it for the Wii U. I don't really feel like buying it again.
Right.
And that's definitely where I agree with that feeling. But at the same time, I still have the Wii U version.
Right.
So, I mean, at what loss am I really operating at if I don't buy the Switch version? I still have the other one. Sure, I don't get some extra characters and some levels, but like...
And I think the big thing comes from, like, can you do, like, your friends playing it? Like, who's playing it?
I mean, that's true. I guess
I
getting
lost
it
my
for
first
the Switch...
balloon.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm on to my last one. You're doing way better than me on this one.
Well, I've been kind of taking, like, the whole driving around a lot thing. And I've just been throwing bombs kind of left and right on people.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, I think I've hit, like, 6 or 7 people at this point. I don't know if they count, like, how many people you've hit.
I think it's about survival rather than
how
many people you destroy.
I'm out of bombs. Well,
oh, God. Well, there I go. Dry bones.
Dry bones. Oh, hey, there's my second balloon.
I come back with more balloons. So maybe it is about how many you hit.
Oh, yeah, I'm at 8, so I get... Tanuki.
Oh, I see. You lose points if you lose all of your balloons.
Oh.
I like that a lot better, though, because then...
Yeah, because you're not just out. You still have a chance to make it up.
Exactly. And you start with less balloons, so you have a higher, diminishing
Yeah, you
return.
start with 5 balloons, right? Because I think I had 5 balloons.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. I was making sure I didn't, like, somehow find a way to get an extra balloon.
God, I'm running out of time. Gotta blow up somebody.
Yeah! Yeah!
This mode is cool. I like this one.
I do like this one a lot.
I think this is really well balanced. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Dang it.
I didn't get to 10. Oh, it's so close to 10. Oh,
Wow.
Toadette beat me.
Damn. We were close, though.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. I mean, I got third place. I'll take that.
There was a huge difference, though, like from 1 to 3. Yeah. No, I think this game is altogether a blast. You know, whoops. But no, and like I said, I have no problem paying the $60. For me, I paid the $60 because I never had the game before.
Yeah.
And you get all this cool stuff, and I totally agree with you. I think it's a really great deal when it comes down to it if you didn't buy it on the Wii U. Mm-hmm. I just think it's a little harder for some of the Nintendo fans to justify making the purchase.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to ultimately pull them in is the fact that there's going to be a bigger user base to play online with and to play locally with.
So I guess that's sort of the question of the day. It's not very game designy, strangely enough, but I think that's kind of the topic of the conversation.
I think it's important, though, to the game field.
Game industry rather than game design, which I think is still relevant in a weird way.
Yeah, so if we can keep it civil in the comments about what you think about the prices.
Be honest, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that the little bit of additional content that you get out of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe justifies them selling it at full price?
Or should it be under the same terms as other remastered games and tout the $10 discount on the price?
Yeah, just what are your thoughts on that in general? I don't think that there is any one answer.
There's no one correct answer. I think it's just more interesting to hear what you guys have to think about it.
Because I think really you're not unjustified for feeling the way that you do.
No.
I think ultimately it's up to Nintendo on who they want to listen to.
Right, exactly. And does that $10 really make that much of a difference? I guess that's part of the question too. Does that extra $10 make the difference? If it was $50 instead of $60, would you say, yeah, I can definitely do that since I bought it on the Wii U?
Well, thank you for watching, everyone. This is a bit of a different kind of multiplayer Monday, but
yeah, I think an equally good one. So yeah, please, if you haven't checked out Mario Kart 8, do that, whether it's on the Wii U or the Nintendo Switch. And comment on the question of the day. If you enjoyed this video, please let us know. And please let us know what you think about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the comments. And we'll see you guys in the next multiplayer.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.